Now that we have stitched out the ears, we're going to label left and right. And then we are going to put our fabric, the back fabric on. So one second, we're gonna place it face down like that. And to hold it in place, we will tape it down. And put it on the machine. Okay, the ears are done, so we'll take off the stabilizer. The stabilizer just tears off, so you just tear it off and it'll be ready to cut and then flip them. So when you cut, you want to make sure you leave just a little bit, about 1/8 of an inch around. And this is our line, so just trim it a little bit. So I've trimmed and turned the cat ears, and you'll notice this one has L and that one has R, so we know which ones are which, and we'll stitch the bag. So I've stitched out the layout stitch of the bag. I'm gonna put the zipper right here. And I'm using my 4x4 hoop, which is the smallest my machine comes with. Okay, now we are going to flip our hoop over, and this will be the inner lining. We are going to line it up with this line. Tape it down. Now flip it back over. And this is the fabric we're going to use for the front, and we will tape it down on that line, this line right here. I'm going to stitch along there. Now we're going to take and flip up the fabric in the back, tape it down, and then tape it down, flip it over, and tape it down, flip. Add just a little bit of tape up here so that it doesn't move. So I have taped it down. I'm going to flip it over. And this one is going to flip up as well. I'm just going to add the tape to the hoop so it doesn't move. And we're going to stitch along. Now I have stitched the placement stitches for the ears, so we're going to grab our ears. This is our left one, so let's make sure it's nice and pointy. And we will tape it down where that line is. Kind of line up as best you can. this is our right one. And we will stitch the placement for each. Now we're going to flip our hoop over and we're going to put our inner lining on for underneath the zipper. And that's gonna go like this. And just use this tape. We're going to take our fuzzy fabric, Minky, and put it like this, and it will be tacked down. Now we will untape, and this will get flipped over because we are sewing our tack down. So this next step is going to be the face for the kitty. So I'm going to use some water-soluble stabilizer to try to help keep the stitches from sinking into the Minky fabric. It's just this clear stuff. And let's see, just kind of tape it on there. There. Since we're stitching the face, we will turn ours over and make sure this back lining is out of the way so you do not stitch on the where you won't see the lining from the, or see the back of the face from the inner lining. So now that we have stitched out the face, I can just rip this off. We're going to trim this one little string. So now we will take our inner lining, untape it, and flip it over. And yes, I did stitch it down. I had to undo it because I forgot about the face. So we will tape it down and then come back and, or we'll stitch the around again. Okay, we've just stitched the the placement stitch for the tab, which is optional. So I have a tab all ready to go, and I'm going to tape that down, and I've taped it down, and we'll stitch our placement. And so now comes the most important part. You want to tape down the ears, and thing so it doesn't move. And we are also going to open the most important part. Open our zipper to about the middle. And that shouldn't move since that's there. So now we're going to take our back fabric, which is the same as this. We're going to place it on top. And I should have used my 5x7 hoop, bigger hoop, so that I had more room to tape. So you would tape this down so it doesn't move. Now that we've stitched out the back piece, we are going to stitch out turn it over and put our inner back lining on, and we'll line it up to where there's still a little bit above here, but we have enough down here to where we can close it. And let's stitch it. I'm going to cut it out and be right back. And now we will turn it inside out. Now we are removing the stabilizer from where the zipper was. And like I said, you could do that in earlier step. I just usually don't. I just do it when I turn it. So now we are going to open it some more, or open the zipper all the way, I mean. Okay. Now we're going to take our lining pieces and tuck it in like that. We're going to get our hem tape. We're going to put it right there over the stitches. And I'm going to iron it. Flip it over and iron on this side as well. Now, this should be good and you can even, I will probably still go in and stitch it with my sewing machine just right along there to keep it closed. You can see I've stitched it closed. Now we are going to flip it. Oh, my tape came off. My tape came off. And here you have a cute little kitty backpack buddy, purse buddy, whatever you want to call it.